Hey everybody, Derek here, D&J's Epic Quest, back with another episode for you, a BareBones episode. Today I'm going to talk to you about this book, The Three Leaders, which is book number 4 out of 5 in the Union of Man series. Sorry if I don't sound great. I've been not feeling very good these last couple days and wasn't really sure if I would be able to do this just with how I'm feeling, but I wanted to give it a shot and try just because I didn't want to start reading the last book until I got my thoughts down on a video here for you guys. So, like I said, this is book 4 in the Union of Man series, written by A.M. Knight. He was gracious enough to send me ARC copies of the books, all 5 of them, and then he ended up sending me another set of hardcovers, which I just love them. Love the covers, love the art, love everything about them. Greatly enjoyed this book series, and I hope you guys will check these books out in some capacity, whether it's an ebook or if you actually pick up the book. But we'll get started with this installment here. So, after the two great wars, a period of peace ensues. The public are united by parades and weddings, and it feels like those long forgotten times when the islanders and planers always had something to celebrate. But cracks form with an uneasy alliance. Sides who fought side by side in the last war now threaten each other. To a war-weary public, a third war is unthinkable. But will all the leaders of the world have the conviction to prevent one? Or will the strained relations drift each side into another war? The first half of this book was definitely slower paced than the previous 3, and I wasn't really surprised by that. I was kind of waiting for it to happen at some point, just because I don't think you can have a book series where it's just always go, go, go and action and where you don't have time to just catch your breath, breathe, and just let things settle down a little bit. But we get that here, and I thought it was going to be kind of more of the whole book, but it was basically only the first half. But we get 3 royal weddings. Well, some are a little bit more elaborate than others. But the Islanders, Planers, that continent, they kind of marry their way into Neretharia and the Freelands. It seems like we should have peace between these 3 powers, and there kind of is for a little bit, but it does start to fracture. And I hope I've got my characters correct here. I'm just kind of going off memory. I should have taken notes, but I think it's Aaron who seems to be undermining the peace that's kind of been established. He's telling both the other sides, Neretharia and the Freelands, that he doesn't have iridium, and he's trying to play the other sides against each other. Well, if we had this, why would we need you to fight in the war? And he kind of does this to both sides, trying to make the other feel wary or suspicious of the other. But if you've read the last book, it is in their control. So I'm not really sure where that's going, but I don't think it's going to be very good. And also, he steps down as king, so his son James gets ascend to the throne, who was one of the 3 weddings. He marries a common woman who he's in love with. Aaron steps down as king, so his son James could ascend the throne. And he was one of the 3 weddings. He married a common woman, and they're trying to conceive an heir. He's struggling with that, but he's also dealing with an opium addiction to cope with his injuries that he sustained at the war at World's End. And then on the other side of the world, you've got the Neretharians, and they are gathering their army at the base of the mountains, while on the other side, the Freelanders are doing the same thing, each side kind of waiting for the other to make a move. While one side enacts kind of a daring plan to infiltrate the other, while the other side uses a route that was not really expected, which leads to a battle that I didn't see coming and left with some pretty unexpected losses and one that hurts quite a bit. The outcome of that battle, it leads one nation to disarm itself in hopes of a better future, though I'm not really sure that that's going to be sustainable with 1 book remaining and with what I think is going to happen in that book. There could be many things, but one possibility anyways. Everything that I liked about the previous 3 books still holds true in this 4th book. I really enjoy the writing style, the pace of the story. And right now, with 1 book remaining, I would have a pretty hard time ranking them from in order of favorite to least favorite. And give this book really solid 4 stars, and I can't wait to start the last book. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. And as always, help us out, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.